With Officer Wilson's testimony with the grand jury, where Wilson describes first what it was like trying to subdue Brown, saying, quote, "When I grabbed him, the only way I can describe it is I felt like a 5-year-old holding Hulk Hogan. The face that he had was looking straight through me like I wasn't even there. He started to lean forward as he got that close, like he was going to just tackle me, just go right through me," end quote. There's more from that, too, online. Mark Furman, Fox News contributor, retired LAPD detective. And, sir, good morning to you from Idaho today. We have grand jury testimony that is now public. It doesn't always work this way. What do you think of the outcome thus far?
Well, I think it was very predictable, Bill, because even the limited amount that we knew, we could actually paint a fairly good picture that Michael Brown was the suspect from the very beginning to the very end. He precipitated every action that was used against him. He precipitated every contact with Officer Wilson, so it was fairly predictable.
What about the grand jury? And before you answer that, Rudy Giuliani last night with Sean Hannity talking about the courage of these men and women on that grand jury. React to this.
Can you imagine the fear they must have had of the conclusion they had to reach? These people have to live there. Maybe it's their stores that are now being broken. Maybe it's their homes that are going to be burned. It took a tremendous amount of courage to come to the conclusion that no charges should be filed here. So the evidence of the police officer's innocence must have been overpowering.
What do you think about that?
Well, I think Mayor Giuliani was right on the button on that. You know, the grand jurors had to weigh everything, and they were not sequestered, so they had to actually weigh what the response in the community would be. But right is right, and the evidence is what it is. And as we said for the last 3 months, the forensic evidence, the criminal investigation, the statements will all point to one conclusion: either the officer acted improperly, or he did not. And the grand jury found that Michael Brown was the aggressor, was the suspect. The prosecutor didn't use those words, but every description was exactly that. Michael Brown was the suspect in this case, and Officer Wilson was the victim.
As a retired officer, what happens to Darren Wilson now?
Well, first, his career has been stolen from him because somebody targeted him, not the reverse. So his career is over. They're going to look at him for federal civil rights violations, but that bar is rather high, much higher than the states, and I doubt if that will happen. There'll be a wrongful death suit, and I doubt if that will be successful on behalf of Michael Brown. I mean, the thing that people are missing here is you have an entire community that are parts of a community that are supporting Michael Brown, absent of the fact that Michael Brown committed not only a robbery, but attacked a uniformed officer on duty and tried to kill him. That, for some reason, escapes everybody, but it won't escape a jury even in a wrongful death suit. And the wrongful death takes deliberate action on Officer Wilson. Wilson was reacting, not proact.
Mark Furman, thank you.